Are you going on a cruise this year in 2026? There's some changes coming on the cruise lines. Let's talk about it. What's up, fellow travelers? Are you going on a cruise this year? There are some changes coming to some cruise lines. You might want to check yours to see if anything's changed. For instance, the loyalty models. I know Carnival is switching to a model where instead of getting points for every night that you spend, they're going to be shifting towards a spin based system. So consider like a carnival rewards, as you will, where the more you spend on their ship and during your cruise, the more rewards you'll get. Whereas currently, most of these cruise lines are giving you points based on how many nights you stay, and then even then, you don't get those rewards until a week or two, typically after the cruise. So that's how you would build up. So I know Carnival's looking into it, potentially changing to it. So you might check out Royal Caribbean, Disney, some other cruise lines, see if they are moving to that type of a model as well. I don't know if all of them are, but I know Carnival's looking at it, potentially going to be changing it soon, where the more money you spend, the more rewards you get, the higher you're going to build your rewards tier faster, in my opinion. So, with that being said, if you're going on a cruise this year and want to see where you stand as far as your rewards tier, um, loyalty Royal does it. Theirs is a night to night um, based system right now. So just check into it. I don't know if they're all going to be doing it. I know Carnival's doing it, but if you are going on a cruise, see if maybe your cruise line is going to be switching to that type of a system where the more you spend on the cruise line during your cruise, the more points you get towards your rewards, and the higher you can get gold, platinum, so forth and so on. So if that is something you've been aggravated about in the past, where you only get 7 points for a 7 night cruise, you would have to go on a lot of cruises to build up to to go up the list of the tiers, which a lot of us aren't able to go on cruise after cruise after cruise. So if you are, you're lucky. If not, we need to find other systems like this reward system to help the people who don't go on so many cruises to get up that ladder. So that is one change coming. I don't know if they're all doing it, but Carnival for sure is looking to change into it. So check out if you're going on a cruise, like I said, see if your cruise line's doing it. One rule that they will be changing are the carry on rules. So they will be getting stricter on what you can put in your carry on bags. If you take a lot of medications, they are potentially going to require that you have them in the original prescription bottle and not in just one of those cases that are the dailies, like the Monday through Friday type thing. Just because they want to know what kind of drugs they're taking, what kind of drugs are coming onto the ships. So that could cause a delay, could cause them to not allow you to bring said prescriptions or drugs that you need onto the ship. Another item that people might be trying to bring on to these ships is cannabis. And whether or not your state allows you to smoke it, own it, buy it, whatever, these cruise lines do not allow them on their ships as they do go into international waters. And some of these foreign countries don't even allow weed, cannabis, whatever you want to call it, into their countries. It is illegal for them. You will get in trouble. You can get arrested, kicked off the ship, left at a port if it is found on you, in your bags, luggage, or wherever. So if you do have cannabis, you are a partaker, do not try to bring it on a cruise. They will not allow it, and you risk potentially even not being allowed on the ship if it is found on you. So don't do it. On the topic of cannabis, one other item are vapes, whether they are in your check bag or carry on. Potentially, they can be taken from you, confiscated until you get back from your cruise. Other things, power strips, power surge, surge protectors. I know a lot of ships don't allow them already, so packing them in your check bag could cause a delay in your luggage getting to your room. So, also, if they are taken, you'll most likely get them back at the end of the cruise, but they do not allow them. I don't know if any other items are making it onto that list. I know a lot of things. We bring like little mini fans because I can't sleep without a fan. We put that in our check bag last time. That had no issues. Um, you can still potentially bring all your, hair care, flat iron or irons, curlers, stuff like that. From what I understand, nothing like that has changed. So for each cruise, depending on who you're going with, Disney, Royal, check their websites, check what items are allowed, what aren't allowed, to make sure that you are up to date with 2026. And if they have changed anything, whether or not you can bring it in your carry-on, your check bags, so forth and so on. So just check their website and make sure that you are good to go. Now, while this isn't a new rule change, be prepared to see any type of increase on port fees. Now, while some of these port fees are charged in your cruise fare, there are rumors that they will be going up. Potentially, Mexico has raised their new tourism tax up to $10 per person. The U.S. Virgin Islands are changing their port fees by $3 per person. So, be prepared for that. I know some of the cruises in Alaska are pulling out of ports, so check your itineraries for that because of the fees and the rates going up so high that some of these cruise lines are pulling out of Alaska ports. So if you are going on an Alaskan cruise this year, make sure you check your itineraries to make sure you're still going to whatever itineraries, whatever ports you were thinking you were going to go to make sure you're still going and they haven't taken it off the itinerary. Because if they have, we don't want you to go on the cruise and then being upset because they're not making the stop at said port, because these port fees are going up. And apparently they're going up high enough in Alaska where some of these cruise lines just don't want to stop. So if you are going on an Alaskan cruise, make sure you check your itineraries to make sure that the ports you booked the cruise for are still going. Because I would hate to see that you picked a 7-night cruise and you're expected to go to, these two ports, and then all of a sudden you're just going on a cruise and you're not stopping anywhere because port fees. So make sure you check that out for any cruise that you're going on. Make sure that the port fees are raising. They're typically in your cruise fare, so you probably won't even notice. But check it out, check your itineraries, make sure nothing's changed. So, finally, one important rule. I know everybody should probably know this one, but I'm putting it out there. Hasn't changed, isn't new, it's old. Everybody should know to never bring a gun or knife or any type of weapon, bomb, missile onto the cruise ship. Don't put it in your carry on, don't put it in your check bag. You will be removed from the ship. Risk being banned from the cruise. You also risk not getting any of your money back, not getting drink packages, Wi Fi packages, any of that money back. Whatever you do, don't bring a gun, bomb, missile, any of it. Leave it at home. Don't do it. So, with that being said, those are some of the changes coming to 2026 and a cruise line near you. So, check out the cruise line that you are going on. See if any of those changes are going to affect you this year if you are going on a cruise. Maybe their reward system has changed. Maybe they've added some new items that you can't bring on a ship. Also, always remember, you can't bring a gun. So, with that being said, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share with a friend, and until next time, peace.